Hi, lovely people. Welcome to my podcast, already episode 19. And for the upcoming months, I'm planning new podcasts, also interviewing other photographers. And I will also record some podcasts by myself if I feel the urge and creation. So the things I'm busy with at the moment right now. I'm preparing my 3-day food photography camp, which will take place at 40, 60, and 70 March. And this food photography camp, I did it before a few times. It's so great because you're in kind of bubble of food photography and food styling. It will take place in Breukelen. It's a small village near Amsterdam. And this will be held in Dutch. So if you're interested, hop over to mylucie.com and there can you find all the information. But today I have a lovely guest, and that is Anna Janecka. Hello, Anna.
Hello, my name is actually Anna Janecka.
Ah, Janecka, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So we know each other from Instagram, and maybe you can do a little introduction about yourself.
Of course. So hello, everyone. Whoever doesn't know me, my name is Anna. As we said, I'm a Polish-born photographer. I'm based in London, in United Kingdom at the moment. I am food photographer since 2019, I believe. Time flies so fast. Yeah, I think so. And right now I focus mostly on food photography, product photography, recipe development. I work from home like a sorry, my cat behind us, like 90% of my time. And yeah, I have a lot of clients. Maybe not a lot, but what I mean, the clients from different departments is not only food, but it's also like a food utensils or products or cooking for clients, food bloggers. So so yeah, basically this is it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. And we already had a lot of contact this week because you made a small behind the scenes video for my Lucie membership. It's an online community which I started, and every week and every month there's new content online. So also a pretty styling and photography video from you. So thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was so interesting to see. So I have a few questions for you because often I'm curious how other people start. Of course, I started in 2018. And so how did you start? When did you discover food photography is my thing?
Before food photography, I used to photograph people, and I loved photography of landscapes and nature. And once I've been in Poland, 6 years ago, I moved to London. Not 4 years, sorry. When I was in Poland, I finished like a workshops, but about more about the camera, and I wanted to know camera, how does it work, and all the features, etc. And after that I realized that I really love it and this is what I want to do. However, working with people didn't bring me joy, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel this is my field. Telling people how to pose, how to smile, I really didn't feel it, and I wanted to photograph, but I not people. And I gave up and I put my camera on the side, and but I missed my camera, and I was thinking what else I can do, and I really wanted to do this not as a hobby, but I really wanted to do this as a job. So every time when we were in a restaurant, my boyfriend always telling, I mean, I was always taking a photos by iPhone. And one day he told me, maybe you should start shooting food, because like you love to cook, you love to bake, you do this a lot, you experiment all the time, and you shoot a photo food every time when we go to restaurant and wherever we are. So maybe you should like do this. So I said, okay, I can try. I don't know if this will be my thing, but why not? So I've started in September 2019. I double check now the date. So September 2019. And I was shooting with all the gear I had. So with my camera, with my lens I had, and I didn't invest in anything, just with the plates from the kitchen, everything what I had, just to check if this is it, if this is what I like, with natural light, etc., etc. So no money invested in it. And then I realized I really like it, and I start by small steps, investing more and more. And then lockdown came, and the lockdown helped me a lot because I was on furlough. The government paid me, so I had a secure money. I didn't have to look for any other job. So basically, I had a like calm in my head that I'm fine, and all my time I can invest in food photography. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read a lot of books, and I learned from other photographers. I would study photos and images of other photographers.
Yeah.
And step by step, this is where I am right now. So 2 years after, I'm here. I'm full-time photographer. This is my job right now and only income. And I'm happy, and I found my place on this earth. And I have to say that when you find your thing and your hobby become your job, and I always wanted to have this, and I never had this feeling, and now I can say this is the best thing and the best feeling ever, that your hobby brings you money.
Yeah.
This is amazing, because this is basically someone pays you for something which you love to do. So this is absolutely amazing, and I wish you all to have this feeling.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I know, but the people who listen to us,
Yeah.
I wish them, if this is not food photography, any other hobby which can bring you money, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm also convinced if you're doing something what you really love to do, you will keep it longer. Actually, I think I already record a podcast about this because yeah, I truly believe in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you decided you really had a time to develop your skills. But then how do clients find you?
This is a really tough job, and it's not easy. And whoever is in this industry know what I'm talking about. This is really tough, and basically you have to look for clients. You have to send hundreds of emails to, and when 5 of this 100 will reply to you, this is really a good achievement. And if one will agree to work with you, this is amazing. So sending a lot of emails, a lot of Instagram messages, and there is no pattern. You need to find your own way. And some clients prefer to reply to you on Instagram. Some of them will reply to you by email. Some of them prefer to Zoom call or phone call or meeting in person. So there is no like I said, there is no pattern, and you need to try everything. When someone is not replying me on Instagram for like 3 chasing emails, then I try on email, on the DM messages, then I try on email. The other way, when they're not replying me on emails, I'm trying on Instagram. So you need to be patient, and you need to believe that there's so many brands. And I've said this many times on interviews, that the food photography is not only about food. You need utensils to cook, and you need the pots, you need ingredients, you need spices, you need fresh products. There is blogger, there is there is a cookbook, there is magazine, there is I don't know, local small stores, there's like there is no limit. And really this industry is huge, and every single city has a lot of potential, and every country. And I have clients from Canada, so one client, so and she found me. She's a food blogger, and I cook for her, and she posts my images on her Instagram. So this is amazing, how wide. Yeah. So yeah, there's some now at this point, after 2 years, clients. There is some clients who come to me, and they founding me. But most of the time, this is my job to find them still. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good from you to saying this point, because this is also one topic I talk about in my business program, because you have to reach out. And sometimes people forget it. And of course, you have clients who come to you, what you said, like Instagram or through email or through Google. Of course, that's great. But sometimes if you really want to work like for a dream client or for a special company, you just can reach out, send an email or pick the phone. I think lots of people often forget it, or maybe they think it's scary, but if you don't do it, they don't know you exist.
Exactly. And the competition is really huge, and there is a lot of photographers on the market at the moment.
Yeah, more.
And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one who like found this industry during the lockdown, and because there was a perfect timing to focus on something you can develop. And yeah, I think that this is you need to be patient, you need to be stubborn, you need to know what you want, and just don't give up. And even if you don't have replies, also a few days ago, Rachel from To Love Studios, she put a really nice post regarding the giving up, and thinking how many times you give up on what you're doing. Not only about food photography, probably every single artist, because this is most of the thing. You feel that you're done, you're tired, you don't want to do this anymore. And last week was really bad for me, not because something happened, but I was totally out of creativity. There was a new year, it's just the beginning of January, and I felt already tired. I don't know, that maybe the tiredness from December came, maybe it came just now, and I felt like I want to quit. And I sent so many emails with no reply, and whoever replied to me, they said, oh, maybe later, we love your job, but we will put your name to the file, we'll reach you when will be any opportunities, etc., etc. And I thought, oh my God, why? What's going on? What I'm doing wrong? I feel more confident, I feel more experienced, and I feel every day more pro, and they refusing. What's going on? And then I received, out of nowhere, I received an email, and the lady from the Spirit brand said, I don't know, why did I miss your email? I received your email in March last year, and I was looking for photographers in my inbox, and I just found you, and would you like to work with us, because we love your work? And I said, thank you, finally. So like I said, sometimes, and this is not the first time that someone is coming to me after months. So sometimes when they say we will come back to you, they really come back, but not very often, of course, but they do. So there is really no like a key what to do, how to do, and just be patient. And if they're not gonna reply, someone else will, and just have to send another email, and the weeks or days like I had last week are very common. I think that maybe there was few days that I felt really bad, and maybe that was important because this week I'm super motivated, and I have a client shooting in the end of the week, and I'm so excited about it. So so yeah, so there is a lot of ways to find a client and to stay in it and don't give up.
No, yes, exactly. Thank you so much for those words, because it's really true. I know it's also that in the beginning I sent it, I don't know how many, but lots of emails. And also my experience was like sometimes they immediately want to do assignment, but most of the times you don't hear anything. And sometimes indeed in 6 months they approach you because I sent it email. So that patience is really a topical word, I think. But also important because I just had a look on your website and I saw your portfolio, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I can see you work really hard on your skills and your techniques. And I saw your portfolio. I have two questions about it actually.
Yes.
I saw it was 3 categories. You have fresh food and drinks.
Yeah.
And what did you decide to make those categories? I'm just curious.
Okay. Yeah. Once I've decided, and actually that was the first thing I knew it that I have to do. Once I decided to be a food photographer as a treat the food photography as a job. I knew that I have to invest in a website, and I knew that this is really important to have a website, and it looks really professional for clients if you want to work with clients, of course. So I've done this by myself, everything. So if there is any mistakes or anything, there was my mistakes. And I was thinking for a long time how to categorize the food. I've checked some other photographers' websites, and most of the pages are food bloggers, and I am not food blogger. I don't create recipes. I'm more often just develop the recipes already done. Sometimes I change some small things, but they are not my recipes. And about the categories, and because right now I'm looking at my a website.
Well, I think it was.
I remember. Sorry, I remember I make like a research with my friends, and I asked them, what do you think? How should I categorize? Because I was thinking to food category food split in like appetizers, like a menu, make it like a menu, like appetizers, soups, salads, main courses, desserts. But then some of my friends said, will be too much to open, to click and to check. And clients, they don't have time. They just want to see. That's why when you open my website first, on the first homepage, you've got my favorite and, in my opinion, my best images. And then if you want to, you can go to categories and see just drinks. Sometimes when I send, for example, to the Spirit brand, I just send them a link to my drinks section because this is what they want to know. So yes, sometimes this is good to categorize even more. And I'm still thinking about it too. Should I split food or should I leave it as it is? What do you think as let's say client, and you open it and you just see 3 categories and you see mix and match in food? Should I, in your opinion, Lucie, should I split it more?
Well, I thought it was a nice idea to that you categorize the food and drinks, because the drinks photography of the beverage photography, those are other clients.
Yeah.
So I thought it was actually a great idea, because also you can show well, more drink photos. And you also had the fresh and food, and fresh was more fresh vegetables.
Produce.
Yeah.
Yes, like a raw food. Yeah.
Well, I think it was nice, because yeah, you got a certain feeling about it. So actually, I love the way like it is right now. Of
Thank
course,
you.
the one important thing is that when someone is coming to your website, I think in the first 30 seconds, he decides, do I want to stay on this website or am I gone? Well, I think if I'm a restaurant or a brand and I see your pictures and I am searching for a photographer, I will stay.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, I don't know. You have to decide what you think is best, and decide. Yeah, this sometimes you got to have in the client's head what he or she is thinking. So that would be my advice.
I have also, like I made in Canva, like a short portfolio with categories like bright and airy, because this is most for the client, and like dark and moody, with a touch and human element in images, and the fresh and drinks, and savory. So like I think there's 6 categories, 6 pages with 9 images on each page. And sometimes when client ask me for portfolio, so I just send this as my top images in each category.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes people want to see only drinks, or only bright and airy, or only and I can edit it, because when I was sending it for bakery, they just want to see sweet food. They don't care about my drinks or about my meat. I'm, you know, or salads. I'm shooting. So you need to be flexible, and you need to be ready for your client and just meet their expectations.
And what do you think, if someone just starting out in food photography, which recipes or which images should be included in a portfolio, like a hot main course like spaghetti or ice creams or a soup or a bread? You know, there are so many dishes and possibilities.
That's true. And to be honest, I think, I don't want to say about everyone, but this is my feeling when I've started and when I saw images, that most of people start with very simple and food, and the food that you can't make a mistake. So basically, desserts are pretty simple, let's say, but actually, when you bake a lot, it's easy to capture something what you bake very often. And drinks are tricky, and whoever works with shooting drinks knows that this is not easy subject. But basically, for me, I love it. I just love it, and I feel very comfortable with shooting drinks and desserts as well. But my goal for this year is to shoot more savory and like a dinner plates and salads, which is not easy. And I see this is not easy right now, because like during every time when I cook something, before we eat, I prepare everything, like a plate and everything. I more or less know how this will look like. Always pray that will look like on a recipe, but more or less. So at least I have ready, you know, like a bowls and napkins, cutleries, and like all the setup of the scene is ready. I just need to put food inside. And this is what I'm doing, like mostly every evening right now before we eat. And on the side, I have, because my studio is my living room. So right now, when we, before our dinner, I prepare everything on a couch. There is my tabletop, and I prepare everything over there. But I see now that styling meat and food, savory food, is not easy.
No, and
It's
especially
not
ugly
easy.
food.
Sorry?
When you have ugly food.
Yeah. Oh my God, my first client I worked with, there was like a sandwiches and I would say style of Subway food. But there was some small local fast food place. They had like two or three tables, but that was super challenging for me. That was my first client on a site, so twice more. I was twice more nervous about it because I couldn't shoot this 5 times, or like, okay, I need a break, because we had time, we had things to do, and this food was so ugly. And after this shooting, like my friends from Instagram, the food photographers, I spoke with that time and I speak with them still. And they were like, how was it? How was the first shooting? I was, oh my God, the shooting was fine, but you can't create beautiful image when the food is not nice at all. And I know that they wanted to look nice, but first of all, for me, that was a really challenging, because there was first shooting on a site for a client. Second of all, shooting burgers and sandwiches and this kind of food is not easy as well. And they were not really helpful. They were showing me, images. We want to look like this. We want to look like this. I said, okay, so I was thinking, so maybe cook like this, because it doesn't look like this at all. And she all the time, whatever was not okay, she was saying, you can Photoshop this, right? You can Photoshop this, right? And I was like, yeah. So I remember that was really hard day, challenging session. And I spent like 4 or 5 days to with post-production to really Photoshop everything. And there was like 12 images only, for not big money, of course, because there was first shooting. But there was, lesson learned, and that was a great experience for me, definitely. Yeah. And I'm glad I had this session. But yeah, that was challenging, and I know that savory food is not easy. However, if someone feel it, it's like with me drinks. Some people say this is impossible to shoot drinks nicely. I feel it. I feel very comfortable in this subject. For me, it's very easy. So probably there is a lot of people who loves to shoot savory, and they will say, oh, what are you talking about? This is super easy. Yeah. So it's good to know which area is your thing. And because I feel comfortable with drinks and sweets, I said, okay, now it's to move forward and try something else. So yeah, so this year I focus a lot on salads and savory food. And yeah, step by step, I'll be there.
Well, I think it's a good practice what you told me, your evening dinner, that you first will make pictures from it. I also had like a barter deal with when I first started out with a catering company, and she brought me the day dinner. Sorry, that was Siri.
It's okay.
And every day I have to make a picture of it, but actually at 6 o'clock at home with me, it's like I have 3 kids, so everyone wants to have dinner. And so at some point I was telling my husband, I think I have to stop this, because if I want to make pictures of food, I want to have the time, and and sometimes you're not feeling it yet in a food styling set. So that was the point I was telling, well, maybe I have to do another cooperation. but I learned a lot from that, because also
Yeah.
work in if you have less time to make photos of food.
Yes, definitely. Definitely good experience. And like you said, that what I'm doing, and I really recommend to do that, to try shoot what you cook for dinner. You don't have to post this image, but you can practice.
Yeah,
And it's also good to set up everything before shooting and see if the composition is okay, and then it's easier just to put food and just shoot, and then and then you will see if it works or not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I'm just checking my questions because you already answered a lot. Oh yes, yeah. Well, actually, you already answered this, because I had a question: how often do you take time for freestyling? Because I think last weekend I posted a post about my freestyling. Freestyling. Actually, I don't do it very often anymore because I don't give it priority. And now I have to schedule it in my agenda, because otherwise I don't do it, because the whole week is just full with work. But if you are planning it in your agenda, then I think you have to commit to yourself and just do it, because by freestyling you have also find the pleasure again, to just shoot.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I still shoot a lot of freestyling because like both of us, me and my partner, we work from home. We are both artists. He's a painter. He's painting, and he's also a muralist. So he's doing a lot of projects at home and painting at home and on the sites for clients as well. So our day is like, we don't have really schedule. We don't have kids. We have very noisy cat, but it's easier. Definitely it's easier, and this is my only work. So most of the time my calendar looks like Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday is for like office. Let's say I work reaching clients, sending emails, doing research, updating my website, preparing some. I'm planning the shooting. I'm thinking about some shooting. If for some clients, I have on a regular basis, monthly basis. So it's a few days a month that I have to prepare for them.
Yeah.
Reels as well, which is that takes more time. So yes, and then Thursday and Friday I try to shoot for myself, but like I said, dinners once I'm cooking, the same time I'm preparing the setup just to shoot. And sometimes during the day, because I mentioned that my studio, I probably will shoot even more often if I will have like a ready studio and a ready table and just go there, set up everything and shoot. But because my studio is my living room, I can't have everything set up all the time.
Yeah.
So once I set up, I want to use this time as much as I can and shoot as much as I can, like 3-4 images, 3-4 setups. And very often when I have some subject to shoot, I shoot in like 2-3 compositions, like bright and like monochromatic or dark. And then some people ask me, how possibly you have so many images? Because when I shoot 2-3 setups with the same subject, and then I can post very often. So yes, freestyling more often is like Thursday, Friday. Not this week, because Thursday, Friday I will be shooting for a client this week. So that won't be freestyling, but we'll be shooting. yeah, this, but of course some of the weeks are different, and this is the positive thing about being freelance and being my own boss, that
Yeah.
sometimes I have day off on Friday, let's say, because I need to have day off on Friday, and then I work on Saturday or Sunday
Yeah. You can
if I
choose
have
by
to.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. The weekend is when I want to have a weekend, and sometimes there is no weekend because there is so much to do, and I have to work 7 days a week sometimes. So, yep.
And my last question for you, what do you want to achieve in one year, in about 1 year?
So I have some clients I would love to work with, and I'm trying to achieve them and work with them. Also, develop my, like I said, the savory thing. And I really would love to have some restaurant shooting. I'm really scared about this because I've done this once, like I said, but there was not a good example. And I know this is not easy as well, because this is different when you work at home and no one sees you, and you can do whatever you want, and you can try how many times you want, and you can be angry, you can say, okay, I'm done, I need a break, shut the door, go for a walk, come back, continue. But when you are with client, you need to react a little bit different, you need to be more calm. This is a really different story. And yes, I would like to work more on site this year. I hope everything will come back to normal. I'm pretty sure the last 2 years they were still affected by COVID and a lot of restrictions, and we need to live with it and get used to it, because this is new reality. COVID is with us, and we need to live with COVID and with all the restrictions and everything. So restaurant shooting, few clients I have on list, and also together with 2 other girls on Instagram, Davinia and Linda, we created the Food Creative network on Facebook. And this year we will have, it's mostly for people from London. That was our goal, but we've got some workshops planned already, and they will be happening in March. But then in April we have like a Zoom workshop, so every second workshop will be in live, in private, with some food stylist or a drink photographer, or someone who can show the skills. And for our we've got at the moment, the group is almost 60 people, I think, but not all of them from London, because we told them that some of the people, I mean, some of the workshops will be online. So yes, definitely we want to, this is also a goal for me to put some attention and time into this, and we think this might be a really nice thing, and we've got some plans for this, but not everything in the same moment, slowly, because we all have different things to do as well. So this is like something on the side, but still ongoing. So yes, so this is also a goal to develop in this project for this food photography, food creatives photography network.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I think that's it for now. And you know, the time flies so fast. I'm pretty sure it will be December in like 5 minutes, and we will be thinking, okay, so what did you achieve this year?
Yeah. That's good to have some goals. Yeah. Well, they sound great.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for your effort and for your time and sharing your experience.
Thank you for invitation. That was really nice being here and sharing my knowledge. And this is so nice, being visible, and the people when I've started, I didn't think that will be like this. You know, I saw so many lives, and I read so many articles and a lot of interviews, and I was thinking like, oh my God, this is like wow. And now I'm the person who's interviewed, and you know, I feel so still a little bit like shy about it, because I don't feel like anyone, you know, like big photographers like Eva or Rachel or Bia or any other huge photographers. And I'm not speaking about amount of followers on Instagram, but about what they achieved and how amazing they are, and about they as a examples of amazing photographers, and many more, of course. But I never thought that I will be, you know, as a guest somewhere. And I remember my first live, that was so funny, and I was so stressed. And I you know, I prepared myself like a few days for this. I was like, oh my God, what did I say? What if I will say something wrong? What if I will, you know, make a mistake? People see me then, and they you know. And I think this is normal when you are not a public speaker and you're not so used to that, especially now when we work from home, and you know, this is different, and this is cool. This is really nice, and thank you so much once again for for your invitation, for inviting me, I want to say.
Yes, of course. You're welcome. And where can people find you on Instagram?
Yes, so on Instagram it's just Anna_Janecka, and I have also website is annajanecka.com, very simple. And yeah, I have Pinterest, but I'm not updating it very often, to be honest. So most of places is Instagram and website. And on website, actually, you can find more images than are on Instagram, because website is more for my clients, so they have to see all my work. And on Instagram, you see what is day to day, and not every time. Sometimes I post the image I've done like 2-3 weeks ago, but now is the time to post it. But on Instagram, on Facebook, reverse. But on on website, you can see all my work, and very present as well.
Okay, great to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Interested guys, just hop over to Anna's website or Instagram. Thank you so much. Dear people, next week I think there's another episode podcast. Of course, you can make a screenshot from this podcast if you listen to Spotify or another stadium, and you can share it on your Instagram stories. Then I also can share it. One thing, if you're interested in a 3-day food photography camp in March, hop over to mylucie.com. You can find all the information. And for now, I say have a lovely day, and bye, Anna.
Thank you. Bye bye.